will walk to the Iowa Supreme Court building and have a word of prayer. And again, my brothers and my sisters, God bless you for standing up for what you believe in. For when we stand up for what we believe in, we know that God will be pleased. And I know, through the grace of God, God is happy and pleased this day to see all of you here. To God be the glory.
I see a couple pastors in the crowd. If you want to come join us, we ask every pastor who's here to come up and join us behind the podium. Pastor Rachel Gudiel is going to speak to the Hispanic people that are in attendance, briefly. Rachel, can you come forward? Pastor Rachel Gudiel.
Buenos días, comunidad latino. Y todos nuestros hermanos en Cristo Jesús que también creen que tenemos que levantarnos contra un enemigo que se llama el matrimonio de una persona, hombre a hombre, mujer a mujer. No porque tenemos odio para esta comunidad, pero porque tenemos amor para la palabra del Señor. Y también quiero decirles que hoy es el día que tenemos que levantarnos como comunidad latino para prosperar la comunidad entre el matrimonio de una mujer y un hombre. Hoy es el día. Levantémonos y damos espalda a esta comunión de nuestro pueblo, comunidad cristiana y de todos que están creyendo que este es el día, el matrimonio tiene que vivir. Gracias por tu atención.
Thank you, Pastor. I forgot at the beginning to mention we've got over 10,000 people who have signed petitions so far. We've only just begun. Pastor Yek, I see you out there, man. Come on up. Pastor Yek. We have the great honor of having Monsignor Frank Chido from St. Anthony's Catholic Church here in Des Moines to share with us today on an institution that I think the Catholics have absolutely led the charge on. Monsignor, thank you so much for being here. God bless you, and come forward.
Good morning, one and all.
Good morning.
Once a student asked the great philosopher Socrates this question, "Tell me, teacher, why is it that you always teach the same old thing?"
Come on.
"Tell me," answered the teacher, "if I say 2 + 2 = 4, am I not always to say the same old thing?" My sisters and brothers, we have come to a crossroads in our state's history.
Yes.
Some would take us down the roadway, which leads us to believe that we can change the definition of marriage without that change leading us to the destruction of marriage itself. 2 + 2 = 4, no matter how many people say it is otherwise.
All right.
You cannot change what is unchangeable. You cannot alter what is unalterable.
Say it, sir.
God is the source of the institution of marriage. It is sacred.
Yes, it
To tamper with it is to tamper with the power of evil.
is. That's right.
Society cannot redefine marriage without it destroying the very nature of marriage itself. History records the dire consequences of any society which tampers with the sanctity of family life. Just look at the collapse of the Roman Empire.
Come on.
Is this our future too?
Aye,
2 + 2 = 4.
yes.
Marriage is between one man and one woman.
That's right.
Children have a right to have one man and one woman identifiable as their parents. These are truths sown into the very nature of man and woman since the dawn of time, since we were created by an invincible God. God who is the source of all truth. Allow me to quote the great Pope John Paul II, who was a true champion of human rights and defender of the dignity of every human being, when he said shortly before his death, "Legal recognition of homosexual unions or placing them on the same level as marriage would mean not only the approval of a disordered behavior with the consequence of making it a model in present-day society, but would also obscure basic values which belong to the common inheritance of humanity."
Yes, yes.
To quote the Iowa Conference of Catholic Bishops, "Marriage is a basic human and social institution. Though it is regulated by civil law and church law, it did not originate from either the church or state, but from God.
From God.
Therefore, neither church nor state can alter the basic meaning and structure of marriage. Marriage, whose nature and purposes are established by God, can only be the union of a man and woman and must remain such in law. In a manner unlike any other relationship, marriage makes a unique and irreplaceable contribution to the common good of society, especially through the procreation and education of children."
Right. Amen.
My fellow Iowans, the seal of this great state boasts the saying, "Our liberties we prize, our rights we will maintain." We call upon those entrusted with defending and maintaining the integrity and honesty of our state's motto to defend the liberty of every Iowan to have the right to marriage as civilization from its very dawning has conceived it, between one man and one woman. A law of this state or any other state can no more change the definition of marriage than it can determine that 2 + 2 = 5. Therefore, the bishops of Iowa have told us we call on Catholics and other citizens of Iowa to reflect carefully on the need for a constitutional amendment. We affirm that this is the best way for Iowans to support the ideal of marriage as the stable union of one man and one woman. My brothers and sisters, fellow citizens, the survival of this civilization may well depend on it. God bless you.